Whoop, 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 whoop.
Oh, nice. Hello, everyone. Good morning or evening, wherever you are. Welcome back to another episode. Josh, good morning.
Your voice, good morning. It was
Morning.
It was super Americano.
Let's
Yeah,
do
that's
the whole episode like that. Welcome back, guys. We got a new episode.
Yes, like obviously your English is your second language, but you can't work out what the first language is. Yeah.
I did. Last night I was doing like old prospector voice, like for like 30 minutes, and I think my wife is just like not familiar with that. What do you do there eating? No, look, that's not a very good one, but I was doing it much better last night. But my wife is like, I think even for you, you're probably not that familiar with like that kind of accent being outside of America. I don't know, maybe you've seen it in like movies or something. Mm-hmm. Even it's not like something that like, growing up in America, I heard it all the time, but I didn't. Just only in movies for me. But anyway, so I think I was doing it, and like my kids were cracking up. But my wife was just like, "What's that voice?" I just didn't know.
Because your kids find it funny because dad's doing a silly voice, but your wife's like, "That? What even is that voice?" Yeah. Well, that's funny because I know that voice as well, the prospector and stuff, and there's like an Australian version of it. But I forget that other countries just wouldn't have had that. Yeah, and they probably do some, I don't know, some grandfather chef guy in the back of the kitchen voice that we've just never heard before. Yeah.
Exactly. And I wouldn't be able to pick up on anything like that. I just think it's just a weird, goofy voice. Yeah. Exactly. All right. So, hello.
What are we doing again?
Yeah. What are we doing? Oh, yes.
What are we doing again? Yeah.
People, no, what was the name of this hashtag? Please share before and after applying. Part 2.
Yes. So I'll see if I can get my rundown quicker each week. Zach and I follow a lot of Japanese builders on Twitter. Really fun to do. And they do hashtags that pop up, and people follow those hashtags and share things like show people who see this show Federation, people who see this show Zaku. So it's really funny that they actually stipulate people who see this show this. I don't know who else wouldn't see it. Anyway, so we really like that. We choose that hashtag, we flip through, and we talk about stuff, and we see what we like, what we don't like, and follow along. And if you see anybody that you like their work, make sure you follow them on Twitter. It is the bomb for getting some good gunpla inspiration.
Yes, indeed. So we're going to check out some stuff on Twitter. And Josh, I have to ask, because it's just going to bother me. I'm going to be staring at it for the rest of the show. But what does your shirt say?
I can't tell you till the end. No, it says make, and it's made out of bobby pins. Yeah.
I can only see the 2 middle letters, so I'm just thinking.
Damn it. The whole show, you're like, wow, look at this. And your eyes are like doing this darting thing, trying to work it out the whole time.
I'm not actually looking at the Twitter. Just keep looking back at your shirt.
Just scroll on.
But yeah, also before we start, I want to show this here, which was made by Lorenz, who I saw Lorenz was in the chat watching live. So I just want to say, again, thank you to Lorenz for this really cool artwork.
Hey, Lorenz, good
Plamo
work.
Police.
So if anybody doesn't know, when we're going through these builders, and this is like top shelf Japanese builders, we'll notice a tiny thing, a detail that's copied that we've seen somewhere else, or a little nub mark, and we do little sirens, and we're called the Plamo Police. And Lorenz did this up, and it's freaking great.
It's so cool. So thank you, Lorenz. That was really cool.
Oh, no, never mind.
Yeah, just it's cool to see that, and it's really well done. So I like that. A couple people said that they would like to see it on a shirt. So I don't know, maybe we have to get some shirts made up. Plamo Police.
Yeah, I would love that. Yeah.
All right. We'll see, but yeah, if you want to see a Plamo Police shirt, then let us know, and I'll see. We can work out something with Lorenz and get some shirts made up. You guys can buy those if you want, but yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Let's see. So yeah, I thought today. Well, hang on. I'll put this up here. Last week we were looking at the tweets by order of popularity, but why don't we look at them just latest now? Because I was skimming through here.
Yeah.
I was skimming through here a little bit, and I think looking at them latest, it gives us there's our post, but it gives us a chance to see like not just like the best ones, but just like a thing of a good mix of a lot of other stuff too.
Yeah, that's I agree. That's cool. And this hashtag, if you didn't see it last week, it was basically, what was it? Show your before and after. So we tend to see like prime shots, or like see a bit of play, a bit of putty and stuff, which Zach and I love. Whenever you see a post and there's like 3 finished photos and then 1 before all the paint. So we're continuing from that, because that hashtag is probably the best hashtag we'll ever find. So we're just doing that again.
I know. Or I like your 3 to 1 ratio, but I could even reverse it. Just 1 finished photo and 3 work in progress. It's all right with me.
Yes, that's it. That is the best. Yeah. Okay, it's finished. Yeah, good color scheme, but let's see all the other sides.
Exactly. I want to see more of the journey.
Yes, the journey is the whole point.
So, this one here from Kaz is Zaku 1. Well, and it's cool to see just the thumbnails first, because you can see it better. So the pictures right next to each other, right? Like you were saying. But it looks like he used a Zaku 2 as a base. Because he's using the Zaku 2.0.
2.0. Yep, I noticed the back of the legs.
The joints give it away, right? Every time. But he wanted to make a 2.0, 1.0 a Zaku 1 out of the 2.0, because for some reason Bandai has not yet made it 2.0 Zaku 1.
Now that you say that, I'm like, what?
Yeah. I don't know why, but they got the 2.0 the Goof, the 2.0 Zaku 2. What else? They have 2.0 Gyan. But no, 2.0 Zaku 2. And 2.0 Gelgoog too. Like all like the main 1 Year War Xeon suits. Well, not all of them, but like a lot of them have 2.0s. No 2.0 Dom yet, and no 2.0 Zaku 1. Anyway. So not like not a ton of modification like necessary for that, I suppose. Basically getting rid of the pipes. He reshaped the elbows a little bit there. You can see it looks like because he had to get rid of the elbow piece.
The little elbow pad thing. Yeah.
It's got like the same thing like on the front of the knee on the elbow as well, but the Zaku 1 doesn't have that. And then the head, he extended the snoot a little bit, which I like. That's
what I'm looking at. I'm like, is that all the main difference? I think. Yeah.
The
snoot.
That there. And the top of the head also looks a bit higher as well. I think
it does look a bit.
But I mean, you can see the puttied areas and stuff, but it doesn't look like that on the top of the head, as far as I can tell. So I don't know if he did extend the head up a little bit, or what.
Yeah, that's hard to tell. And he's sealed over the top of the backpack. As well, the little venti bits.
Yep. Those parts there, yeah.
And is that the slightest width adjustment on the back skirt?
Yeah, it looks like that. Or, yeah, I guess so. Yeah. It was hard to tell if that was connected.
Some builders are like, man, this needs like 1/4 of a millimeter to be wider. Otherwise, it's just trash.
I know. It's getting into those really super fine adjustments like that. It's like, I wouldn't even like thought to even measure that. Oh, it's throwing me off because it looks like in this photo, like those strips aren't actually glued. It looks like they're just kind of like slightly glued into place just to like check the look of it, sort of, Yeah.
Maybe it was before you refined it and sanded it down or something.
Yeah. But yeah, like looks great.
That looks so good. What's the? Can you get up the 2.0 Zaku chest for me? I just want to see what the difference is between the 1 and the 2.
Oh, it's quite different. Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to really react to the work done on this.
MG.
Oh, it's like a T shape.
Yeah.
I think.
There you
go. Yeah. Man, heaps of putty work there.
And it's also much like shorter because it's got the whole belt section there in the center of the belt buckle. But he doesn't have that, so it's got like extended down more.
Heaps longer, yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
The sides
man.
of the torso are actually not that different. It looks like he did like some sanding because I think it had a little bit more, maybe just a slightly different shape that, but
okay.
maybe not a whole lot of work on the sides.
What a nice, simple, straightforward concept to do. That'd be fun. Yeah.
Now, what would really be challenging would be taking the 1.0 and modding it into the 2.0. I think going the opposite way would be much harder, don't you think?
That would be, yeah, especially because you'd be working with an old MG. Yeah.
That would, I mean, you'd have to, that would be a lot more work. All right, let's see here. We got a concept car, which seems like is a transformer that he's made here, I think. And this is a builder. I know he posted another one too, which I can't wait to see with you. But this looks like he made a transformer.
Cool. I thought about this would be fun to do because you can just 3D model it and stuff, but there might be even software that shows tolerances and where things don't fit and things like that. So you could actually do your own transformer. Yeah, that's cool.
That's pretty amazing.
It's a little bit Blade Runner-y, the car.
Yeah.
Which I like. Yeah.
Definitely has that more sci-fi feel than just like a normal transformer, right? Very interesting. So I wonder if that's all 3D printed or if he just what?
So that final photo, that's all CG, right?
This
or is that
final one?
Like 3D? Yeah, is that it 3D printed and done?
Yeah, it looks like it's the actual model.
Oh, yeah. Can you zoom up on it a bit?
Yeah, because this looks like it's in the Kotobukiya building. You can see in the background that's the Kotobukiya building.
Yeah.
I know the fourth floor is like it's a display area when they have events and stuff. Sometimes they have events like this where they have displayed, so they must have had some event that he had displayed there.
Huh. Man, that's great. I thought he might have been like, people like CG render it and then put a real background behind it. I need to think it'd be on a table. I don't know why he'd do that. But,
possible, but I don't think so. I think it's an actual photo, looks like. Because the car form here, it's the same thing.
Oh, it is too. It is too.
Table,
yeah. The shine on the windscreen makes it look a little bit CG-ish to me. But yeah. What? Oh, I gotta check that out. I want to see more work in progress on this. If he 3D printed it or what? Must have. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I imagine so. Or I don't know. Maybe he just modeled the whole thing out. But
jeez.
Look
at this.
A scratch-built motorcycle looks like.
Why not?
Funazushi. Yeah.
What? Just, oh man, there's no model kit of it. I'll just do my own.
Yeah, there you go.
It turned out okay, I guess.
That's pretty amazing.
Jeez. That's ridiculous.
Oh, I was going to say, I wonder what the scale, but it says it's written on there. It's 120 scale. So this is like small too. It's well small.
What? Oh, really? What? Like, do that again? How big?
Like 120 would be like, this long, maybe.
Yeah.
Like
jeez.
6-7 centimeters long, maybe less than that.
I like looking at like a work in progress photos where you see a bit of plow plate and a bit of putty, and it's like this guy was like just slowly removing everything from a kit and just making it all plow plate, like as some challenge.
Yeah.
How are the wheels even made?
The use of the brass and everything too is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm wondering like.
Yeah.
Oh, I was wondering what all the black stuff is in the wheels. I think that's just his marker for marking out where the rods go.
Where the spokes go. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it looks like that.
Whoa.
Reminds me a lot of what, because I think it's just the metalwork in here. Suresh. Just the work that he does. This is the other guy who was one of the other guest modelers in Chile.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Well, he's also a doctor, so that's him. But I want to show you his modeling work. Let's see. Yeah, this models, but if we can find any work in progress. But he does loads of scratch building in here. So like stuff like this, like he'll scratch build like all this stuff like in there, and so it's all like plot plate and brass parts and stuff like that. So it's kind of, I've seen some of his work in progress. It looks like this.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah, he does some crazy scratch building work, but there you go.
That's so cool. That'd be so creatively fulfilling. Jeez. Oh,
I love that. I've seen there's a few of these that are pretty recent ones, so we'll see a few of these old ones, but these are cool to see as well too. Cool. Here.
Yeah.
From him. I just can't be bothered. Sorry.
Yeah. I think I've seen a builder doing some kind of recent retro kits like these, and they just look brilliant when they're finished. I don't know if it's the same guy or not.
Well, because you see like lots of different styles. You see people like doing like, I think you see people just like not modifying them at all, just like only fixing the seam lines and just like painting them up really cool, which looks nice. And then you see ones where like they'll modify it just slightly so that it can at least just pose slightly better than just how it is. Like I think that's what he did here. Like he probably just did a little bit of modifications that like the feet can actually sit flat. It can actually have like somewhat of a cool pose. And then there's people that go like modifying it like a ton more to make it look a lot more advanced, right? But
that gets more into the realm of me going, oh, why would you bother? Like that's a lot of effort for just that crappy old kit. But man, to each their own. Yeah. Man, this is when I first got into Gunpla, like the Goof and the Zaku, as soon as I got them, I'm like, their eyes look so big and surprised, and I always trim it down and make it all like narrow and evil. And this guy's like, it's almost like they've been widened more.
Yeah. He went for it. And I love that there's no like visible mono eye. Where is the mono eye even?
Oh yeah.
But it's cool how he's got it displayed here with this like limited edition of the Origin kit. Because do you know about that box?
Oh, that's the Origin kit. I do. It is. Yeah. Why is that so cool?
It's not this kit, but like the style so much matches more, right?
Wow. Oh man, like that in like a little display would be so nice.
Just take out like the actual kit and do that up like properly, like a proper modern kit, but then just use the box for displaying with this old kit.
So is there multiples of these Origin limited edition kits, or is there just this one here? Just this
there's two different ones. I think there was one for the Zaku 1 and one for the Zaku 2.
Okay, damn! I want these boxes now.
I know.
Oh, you don't have both of them behind you, Zach, to just pull out and say, "Oh, I have them."
I don't have either. I don't have either of them. Where are they? Here's that one.
Oh yeah.
Let's if I search limited package version. Where's the other one? Sure, there was two. There was two on display because I saw these. Like these were kind of like announced at Shizuoka when I was there at Shizuoka, so I saw them there.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I think I remember that like, maybe the other one didn't actually come out. They only did the one. Does anyone in the chat know? Did they end up making the Zaku 2 one as well, or I'm only seeing pictures of the Zaku 1? I need to search Zaku 2. So I don't know. Yeah, strange.
Yeah. The signature looks so rad. Oh,
it's so cool on there, right?
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, Kumura. If we search.
Huh.
That's not right. Okumura, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, well, here's that. I don't know. Did they make the Zaku 2 or not? But anyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
So it looks cool. And it's great. Once again changing the Zaku 2 to the Zaku 1. You see, he's puttied over the holes.
Oh,
And
I did not even realize. Yep.
This one's got the little elbow bits on there, and it's still got the Zaku 2 shoulders. But this particular version of the Zaku does have that stuff, so it's a little bit different from like the normal Zaku one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, so good.
On these older models like this, I like this style of decal where it doesn't have a ton of decals, like just a few of them, you know?
Yeah.
It's much more like limited, but it's really like very MSV style. Right.
Gotta love the plump balloon finger hands.
Yeah, I like how you reshaped them. Oh yeah, because these kits have just the hands with like just the hole in the hand.
Oh, oh my gosh. Yep. Oh man.
So that's right. Like he kind of puttied over that to make it into a thumb. A big thumb.
Man, people in Japan, when they went from these kits to the actual master grade like hands, they would have flipped out. Oh,
terrible. Those just hole in the hands. So it looks like people in the chat were saying that they've only seen the Zaku 1, but there was a Zaku 2 box art that was on display there at Shizuoka. Let me just see if I can find that here. Bandai 2019, that would have been. Okay. Just see if one of these. Here's the Toy Story kits, which were on display there. Star Wars stuff. Okay. Wotoms. Pokemon. Oh, come on. This is a modeling website, so they skipped over the Gunpla stuff. Yeah. That's all. Maybe here the Gundam Kits collection page might have it. Let's just see here. Just gonna show you guys. It was another one of those things where they had it on display and then never actually got produced. Oh, what the hell? Just the releases. But I guess they got different pages for the different things here. So let's see. Premium Bandai.
Oh, is that that's the limited one there? Oh, I think it was down a little bit lower.
All links.
I think it was a couple notches before.
What's that?
Go back to the page where all the links were for the hobby show. Okay. And I think is number 2 there. Oh wait, go back up a little bit. Maybe I saw something. Oh yeah, Shirazaku limited package version. Now down 2 more.
Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, okay. So it wasn't a Zaku 2. Here it was this one. Yeah, there was. Yeah, this was the other one that was on display. Just Shirazaku. That was pretty goofy looking. Yeah.
Oh wow!
All right, there we go. Now we've all seen
solved.
It.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on to this mini kaiju resin kit. This thing looks very cute. Look at
that. Is it made to look like it is somebody in a suit?
I don't know, and all like the holes in there make this look like it was either really poorly cast resin or it looks resin totally, but
yeah, the folds around the thigh and the belly. I just like it because it makes it feel like they're not trying to replicate a kaiju; they're replicating somebody in a kaiju suit.
Yeah. Just going for like the classic look.
Does it even have holes in the neck?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that too. It's got like holes in the neck where like the guy inside would be looking out.
That's
funny.
That's great.
Hmm. It's funny. It's cool to see like some of this stuff because like from like different C3 or like Wonderfest and stuff, they have like all the different mecha model figures and of course all like the anime character figures and stuff. But there's a lot of like this kind of stuff as well too, which you don't really see as much of because it's like a little bit more obscure, I guess.
Yeah.
But those types of little resin figures are cool to see too. What's this?
What the
I don't even know what I'm
hell?
looking at here. Looks like some sort of helmet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Super Destiny kind of looking.
Weird. See, these are the pieces of the helmet. It looks like. So what's that made out of?
It looks 3D printed and then sanded because I can kind of see the 3D printing kind of texture, but maybe not.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
And there's the painting the pieces. Yeah, okay, I got it. Huh.
Yeah, see, it looks
maybe
3D printed there. You see the filament texture. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. There you go. From Umituki. Interesting. Here you go, Josh. This is going to be one for you.
Yes, here we go.
Tian. I guess this is the after, and this would be the before, I suppose.
What?
But,
oh man.
Yeah, it looks a little bit better.
Tiny bit, yeah.
Pretty good effort, I
great.
guess. What are those? Like, is this like quite big? What are those in the foreground? I don't know.
I can't tell.
Probably some other toy thing. Something that's included with that or something.
Chapstick holders or something.
I don't know. At first, I thought they looked like batteries, and then I was like, "Oh, the battery is gonna look like that." Looks like tall boy cans, but it's not that either.
Tall boy cans. Oh yeah, tall boy. Yeah.
Like tall cans, tall beer cans, or anyway, some kind of drink, but it doesn't look like that. Anyway, whatever. Wow.
Oh, the batteries go in the dinosaurs' mouths.
Yeah, I'm sure it's
we don't know what we're talking
about. We just are not familiar with this. That's the reason. But this is also before and after. It looks like he painted the inside picture part there as well. Or
because it's the glow in the dark, I think.
Yeah, I mean that was the thing that like they look like that because they're supposed to glow in the dark, but he wanted to actually like paint them up properly.
Also, people in the chat are saying they're Zords, so charges for the Zords.
Okay, well there you go.
So there you go. Yeah.
There you have it. Well, there you go. So I wonder if like the kit did. I wonder if the kit did have some pre-painting on there before, and he just stripped that off, or it really looked like this bare originally.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it? Somebody mentioned it's a mini pla, and the mini pla usually is not painted. It's usually got, except for maybe the weapon or something. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. If it's a mini pla, then yeah.
Did you ever get? I got the Voltron mini pla a little while ago. I don't know if you were ever into Voltron as a kid. But.
I wasn't, but I've wanted to check out some of the Votoms ones. They're quite expensive though.
So yeah, I spent a lot on the Voltron one just because it was Voltron, but it was painful. Yeah.
Yeah. For what they are, I mean, they're pretty small, like simple. They seem quite expensive for that. So, yeah, here, Hirun Negoto with a little. This one also looks 3D printed or no? Also hard to tell.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
A little Hellboy.
Cool.
Minifigure paintings on it. Okay, here's the other one I wanted to show you from that same modeler from Toriyama. I'm sure you've seen maybe this particular one, or I'm sure you've seen some of his work before where he does this kind of work.
I've seen the perspective stuff. I haven't seen this particular one.
Okay.
Look at that.
But look at that.
What?
It's amazing, like, to see it properly finished. Like,
That's so funny. Just change the angle 45 degrees and it looks weird.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
There you go.
Go back to the proper
You just have to
photo.
look at it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, cool. Wow.
It's very amazing. So if you guys want to see more, I would definitely recommend checking out his work, because he's done a few other different models like this, similar ones. One he's done like with a Zaku, I know as well. And I think he also did the one with like the gym hand like going up like that, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? So it's this was it's for Gundam Hobby Life that he did this. That's pretty cool. So it's using 100, 144, and 1/220 scale parts, and then 3D printed only the wrist part, it looks like.
Oh, man.
Extra fine mechanical pencils are used for the panel lining. So mechanical pencils for the panel lining. There you go.
Yeah.
White color pencil for highlighting.
The 1/220, what would that be? That's just, I guess, the smallest parts on the build.
Yeah, like
the hand.
Yeah, the back arm there, I guess, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe the back leg as well, possibly.
Yeah. Maybe HG for the torso and the head and the waist skirts.
Well, 1/44 scale anyway. It's probably just using the old 1/44 scale kit, yeah.
Ah, sure. Yeah. I say HG for 1/44, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Interchangeable.
And he 3D printed the fist, I think. Yeah, the fist and
the translation said wrist, but it looks like the whole front hand is 3D printed anyway. But
that's sweet. Man.
The base is super cool too, with these like flat plate strips around there.
Yeah, that works so well. Like from the other view, it just looks like circles, but from that proper view, it works so well.
It's cool to see how they're pinned on there, like pinned to the back of the leg and the back of the arm, looks like.
Yeah.
But there you go. If you're looking for an alternative for panel lining too, you say just use the pencil for all the panel lining on it. So. And the white pencil on the highlights looks really cool. I never think to do that, but it does look nice.
Wow, yeah, that's like old airbrush box art sort of stuff where they just add the white in. That works super well.
Probably just because I'm just crap at weathering. So I'm sure if you know what you're doing at weathering, it's probably like, oh yeah, of course you have to do that on the edges. It's not something I'm proficient in, but yeah. Oh shoot, it's gonna refresh.
Oh no.
What? Why did it go home? Come on now. There you go. Why is it doing that? Oh, because I Go back to the thread, you idiot.
I love your rage.
Come on, Joey. Well, we'll just do this, and we'll just have to. Oh, this is gonna pull up the top once again, but.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll have to scroll past these. Well, there we go. That wasn't that hard. Okay.
We've only done 3.
Yeah. Fortunately, we haven't made it that far.
Oh yes, look at this dude.
Yeah, here's another one of the old kits with some new life breathed into it here from Taropra. What all the little black spots as well are what? I'm thinking maybe he sinks.
Maybe.
What'd you say?
Yeah, sinks. You know, like just sinks in the mold.
Yeah, probably that he like colored the surface with marker and then sand it and just see very clearly where the sink marks are. Probably.
I love that technique. The first time I saw that, I was blown away. How you just sand it back and then you draw again, and you sand it back, and it leaves the marks, and you know what's lower. It's so simple. It's great.
Yeah. And it's surprising to see because you think, like, especially Bandai, on older kits, maybe it's not so surprising, but even on newer kits, like how much sinks are there on the plastic.
And man, if Bandai can't get rid of sinks, then who can?
Yeah. So you think, you just pull it out of the box and you can just paint it up straight away. You don't even need to worry about it. But even on the brand new kits, this looks so cool. So this would be the desert dome.
Oh yeah. Look at those markings on the back of the arm. That's great.
Yeah. Again, it's the same decal style, right? Just a few, like the main markings and stuff, basically.
Yeah, high contrast and like outlines on things.
Like totally random colors, like the decals being the number of decals being in green. I wouldn't have thought to put green decals on this thing. Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. It's like the person who originally painted this just only had a few colors on their desk and that's it. So like, okay, I guess it's going to be green. Yeah. This show's not going to be popular anyway, so it won't matter.
Yeah, right. This one as well too. It looks like the same kind of style where he just went for like the really minimal modification. So it looks like he just modded. I'm sure the ankles can't do that bend. So like he probably just modified the ankles a little bit, and that's probably about it.
Yeah, that's probably all you'd need to do on most of them because their his arms are just awkwardly hanging down, but that's fine. It's the ankles that really let him down. Yeah. And those high hoses, the hoses that just go like beep.
Way up over there. I was looking at this too. If you modify the bazooka, because it looks like here on the back, that little gray bit sticking up, I think is probably the top of the bazooka, or no, maybe it's the holder piece for the heat rod to probably slot down into there. Actually, but I know the barrel tips of the bazookas on these old kits too is also like really goofy looking, like that. But no, yeah, I guess it's the holder for the heat rod because you can see the bazooka on the ground behind him.
Oh yeah.
He's got the turned in arms too.
Yes.
That we were talking about.
I love it. Yeah, I never get it, and he like modifies it to be able to be turned in. That's funny.
Like in this photo, he's like, no, it doesn't quite look right. There you
go. And this is all, of course, this is all. I think it looks better. Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, on this particular kit.
Definitely for this style.
And that's all masking too. Like it's all that. I mean, there's only maybe the green and stuff, but yeah, that's all masked.
Oh yeah,
that's great.
That like the yellow part, the symbol kind of thing on it, once again on his belt buckle, that's been all masked as well too. I guess so. Yeah. Or he might have hand painted it in, but
that reminded me of the builder we saw that hand paints all the decals, and we gotta try that sometime. That's crazy.
What was his name? I forget. Someone helped us out last time because I couldn't remember, and now I forget again. Kino, something like that. Damn.
Oh man, good.
You guys know? Remember? Someone remind me again. The guy who hand painted the Kuni, something like that. Here's a pretty interesting modification to a frame arms girl kit. I think, but there's hardly any of the base kit left in there. It looks like. So even like the joints are modest. I don't think this was a frame arms girl kit. I think this might have been the Bandai kit. What's the name of that? China?
Oh yeah.
This one? This one. I think. Maybe.
Yeah.
The knees are different though too. I'm just trying to match like the face and the hair because it looks like those parts are not as modified, but actually I don't know. I lost on this one.
Yeah, I don't know.
But anyway, there you go. It's got a little bird too. I'm sure this is probably a reference to something that we just don't know about.
Sure.
Probably some game character or something. It's probably something from Persona.
Sure, yeah.
Like the mask reminds me of like something from Persona.
Good one, yeah.
Yeah, probably something from that. Here you go. Here's another one for you.
So
that's just going to be every time. I'm just going to be calling that out to you.
What do you mean? I'm missing the joke.
That I said that for the what was it, Zorgs Power Rangers thing we saw before.
Oh yeah.
Zords.
Yeah. Zords. Yeah.
That I said, here you go. This is something for you. And this one as well too. Something for you.
As in, like, I don't even know at all. I don't know why I'm missing your joke.
This is what you're.
It's just so not my thing.
You're interested. I'm not interested. This is the thing that you go in for.
No, I have no idea who this is. This is just the weird stuff on Twitter where people, the dudes with all the belt buckle things, and they all just mix and mash towards me. Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah.
Yeah. It's what's the name of the show? I can hear Kamen Rider.
Kamen Rider. Yeah.
I think so. I would assume it's something Kamen Rider. Sorry guys. Sorry, Kamen Rider fans. Also, this car, it's not for me, but there you go.
Remote control.
It looks like a resin conversion kit for a car, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because I guess the resin color. Yeah. Wow.
Maybe.
But it's like micro machines-y, squished a little bit. Anyway, hobby is better than that. So
yeah, come on, step up, bro. Here you go. From established in
1928.
You got the painted Moon Gundam. Looks pretty nice.
Oh man, gray. I always fall for gray.
Always. And can't tell if it's a texture on the kit or if it's just like grainy photo. Or if the
on my screen.
Or if the kit is painted with like a kind of gunmetal-y kind of color that looks sort of grainy like that. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just the photo.
Yeah, the purple is. I find the purple on the MS too dark compared to the darkness of the gray.
Yeah, something that popped a little bit more would have been nice, but it does have a really cool color shift effect to it. Can you see that? The purple on the mobile suit has like a blue color shift to it.
You're right. Yeah,
that's pretty cool. It's only on a couple little parts there, so it's kind of hard to see, but you can see it like pretty clearly when you do look at that. But I didn't notice that at first.
I like that more than the original color scheme, though. Of course, the original color scheme is just a classic, but yeah, this looks cool.
It does give it that evil look to it, being very dark.
Totally. Like Nemesis, I think, what is it? Nemesis Prime, like Optimus. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Gray and purple.
Exactly. Here's the SR new katana with a, what is this, the GNX Jinx Ogre? You know, this guy, I think. I don't remember the kit super well, but it looks like, as far as I can tell, basically just swapped out the head. Obviously, it's the E3 head on there. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's got this little bit there added onto the side. Not really a big fan of the combination. It's interesting though, and he's added like the exam part there in the center instead of like, it's supposed to be a GN drive on the original kit.
Oh yeah.
This also looks to be like hand painted. He hand painted over some of his parts in blue. Not super well, but looks like maybe he was also doing a test with the Marsa head as well. I'm not sure why the inclusion of this photo, but maybe he tested it with the Marsa head and decided to go for the Ifrit head. There you go. Let's see.
Just sharing more of the journey. There you go.
It's got some more blog there. Color is important, by the way. There's also a Marsai plan. Okay, so maybe he's planning to do another one. There you go. Here you go. You got a 5-star stories kit.
Oh yeah.
Basically just the like primer versus finished. I love the green shield on there.
Oh yeah, so army green.
Mm. Again, just not a color I would have thought to put with this.
It's a Christmas shield. Yeah.
So you got like big white mech, you know, some red accents. Okay, going for that. And then what about for the center of the shield? I would have just done white, probably, but
Yeah.
Just,
or like a really dark gray. Yeah.
Green. There you go.
Green. Why not? I do see a lot of these on Twitter. People getting like the full resin kits, and it's just a photo of the fully assembled resin, and it looks so striking. Oh.
Especially some of these 5-star stories kits. The detail on them is crazy. It's like that little like trident. Oh, I guess that's not trident. What's it called?
Oh, yeah.
The smaller version of that.
The sign, like Raphael.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
That just molded into the shoulder. It's crazy. Some of those kits are super detailed. This one's really cool.
Yes, here we go. Cool.
Blockhead. So this is not the newer Plamax version of this kit. This is another older version that he's fixed up here. Of the blockhead. What is the head? Why is that the cannon on the face?
I don't even know what I'm looking at. Oh, okay. Like it's almost like battleship cannons on the front.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Blockhead.
It's this version of that. It looks like, well, this version of that, like that.
Yeah.
It's got like this whole thing on the face. It's got like the Juagu style, like super long snoot. With the hoses coming out of it, just like accentuates it even more. But wow, I love that green color. That looks really nice on there, though.
You're cool. Right. It's totally like a bit of an aqua. I like that. I like the hands too. The super cartoony and balloony, but they look cool.
They look like maybe those are those. Oh, maybe not. They're probably. Well, those could be original hands. Let's look at the work in progress. Can't really see the hands too well here, unfortunately. But just looking at this too, it looks like also he remolded the elbow joints, resculpted those in epoxy.
Oh,
so probably,
yeah.
Probably like he just wanted to change the angle a little bit, you know?
Because they would have just been locked. Yeah.
Probably, yeah. I would assume so for an old kit like this. So you just resculpted that design there in the elbow joint. But yeah, the hands, I'm not sure. They look a little bit like these 80s power hands. This is a kit. I've got a couple of these sets. I got this off Henry. Okay. Henry showed these in one of his videos as to be like really good replacement hands for those old kits, like the Dom, and like Zaku, stuff like that. Because it's like round type, so they're good for like the old Xeon kits. But they look sort of like that. Maybe look a little bit different. These look a little bit more swollen.
Yeah, they look swole. I do know that a lot of the Japanese builders have like the resin 3D printers and stuff, so maybe they got something done like that.
Could be. Yeah, it's hard to tell from the work in progress photo, but they definitely look a different color. They look like blue or something, but who knows? On the older kits like that, I mean, sometimes the parts are just in a wacky color, but they're probably different. Anyway, did he also scribe these extra panel lines around especially around the back skirt?
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, and the back of the calves, maybe. Yeah,
again, I'm not
on the back of the calves as well.
How much detail is on the original kit, but whether it's original or not, anyway, those details do look really nice.
Oh, I didn't even really notice the weathering on the back of the calves. That just looks nice.
The weathering's really nice. The weathering looks really, really like accurately done. You can see like it's a lot more dirty, like down here around by the feet, you know. I like that. Like up here at the top.
Like accurate.
So I like that, and like the just on like the corners of like the thighs, where it would just be brushing into stuff. So yeah, for a pretty derpy, pretty derpy mech, this is a cool build.
So derps. Oh my gosh. When they designed this, when this was announced, were people like, have you seen Blockhead? Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Like, were they saying that? Or was he always derpy? Oh man, did derp even exist?
I don't know. Yeah. Like now, right. Like it would appeal to people with like a taste for this like retro style. But I wonder, like at that time, it was when it was not retro style. When it was just,
it was modern.
Style. Like, were people like really into that or what? I don't know. Yeah.
Whoa! Look at these
ones here. Speaking of snoot, well, look at that goof. Gelgoog. He's got a little schnoz on him. This Squidward over here.
It's totally a nose with the nostrils. Does it normally have nostrils like that? I think it does.
Kind of.
Nasty.
Kind of, yeah. And it's the kind of thing I don't really notice, but yeah, it kind of does. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. It's just a pig.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing that I don't really notice, but like there's been times where I've been looking at the Gelgoog head and thinking like, it's a really goofy looking like fronts now. It's the nose this thing has is really weird.
Yeah. I have the 2.0 and I just never realized.
Yeah, looking at the design in general, you don't really notice it. But if you just have like the head on its own, the nose is really weird looking on it. But especially in this photo, it's very accentuated there.
Yeah, and the visor is just on a little bit of an angle, and so it just makes it a little bit like
it's really bothering me.
Yeah. The
angle is just so slightly off.
Oh, they kept the original fists, I think, with the hole drilled in.
Yeah, it looks like he just filled the hole. There you go. You can see it there.
God,
not only does it have a hole, but it's also got a penna line and a hole. So he filled the penna line there.
Kids don't know what these people had to put up with.
Terrible.
Oh, wow.
And look how thin, scrawny the arm looks. Did he beef out the arm as well, too, in the finished one? So it looks so tiny in that one. I don't know. Maybe...
Oh, it's the shadow, maybe? Are we seeing... Oh, it's the shadow. It looks like we're seeing through it, I think. Yeah.
I think like on this side, the reflection from the computer is... We're not seeing the side of the arm. It looks just like it's blending in with the computer screen. You know what I mean?
You're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it looks skinnier than the one on the left. Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like he even like built up the snout a little bit there. I don't know exactly why. It made the feet a little bit wider too. That's cool.
Man, even though it's derps and old school, it looks great painted. Man.
Certainly fits the style. But, I mean, just look at how the 2.0 MG looks in comparison.
So buff.
So crazy. Wow. This is crazy. Let's see his Hanabali Zaku here. I wonder what the scale are these both 100s or 160 scale? Because both of these have 160 scale models. Oh, they're 100 and 144. Okay.
Yeah, I'd say 100. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at how like lopsided the foot is. It's like sticking out so much more to one side.
Why?
That would bother me so much.
Yes.
I'd have to try to fix that. Oof. He extended the shield out there at the top to make it cover over the shoulder more. That's cool.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Look at those hand holes. Wow.
I know. And I love the toothpaste splatter on the legs.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be so satisfying sending it back.
So I guess there was no detail. It looks like there's probably not much for like any kind of detail on there, but if there was any, he got rid of it and just went for just the round
So
thighs.
did he lengthen the thighs, perhaps?
I guess so.
Yeah.
I would assume so. That's probably what's going on here, because they certainly look a lot longer than the kits back in that they didn't have any length to them like that, right? So, yeah. It's pre-Katoki. So yeah, it looks like quite a bit too. Like 2, 3, 4 millimeters extension on that.
And
sizable.
The high mobility parts of the legs look like they're like from a 1/144, and they've like just slid it onto the leg, and it's like really tight.
Right. Yeah. In comparison, they look a bit odd, right?
Yeah.
Not as
once painted.
Once
painted,
it's
okay. Once it's painted, it looks better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the left foot. How you said it was lopsided. Look how extra lopsided it looks once it's painted white.
I didn't notice that at first. Oof, yeah. It's awful.
Oh man, why is it so bad? It is so bad, so bad. Oh.
And I'm sure I've seen this kit painted before, and I've never noticed that. You know, man. And it looks like you must have changed the angle of the neck. I would assume it probably has like the typical like old school kit where it's just like the head's like stuck on the top of the body like that, and the angle is just not right at all.
Why did nobody know? Why did nobody change that? Oh gosh. Who knows, man? Yeah, that's it. And the original. So is this actually a TriStars originally, or is it just a high mobility red Zaku?
It's probably Johnny Ridden's version.
Oh, Johnny Ridden, of course.
That's why that's why it's molded in red, I would say. Probably is the reason. And it's cool how he added. I don't know on the original kit if there was in the elbow, if there's a cap part that's supposed to fit in there, or if he just added that. I mean, it looks the cap part in there looks so cool.
It looks like he's filled it. Yeah, filled it out and then sanded it, and there's just like the edge is kind of the. Oh no, that is cap. That's a cappy, yeah.
Because yeah, it does look like it's barely sticking out, but I like how it's like such a fine edge of that, like it's just barely sticking out around there. Man, look at the seam line on the pipes too. Oh no.
Oh, see, and that's hard. Like when you've done so much work on something, you might be like, okay, I don't even care.
Yeah. I won't even call the police on that one, but
don't scroll down, Zach. Don't scroll down.
What are those?
Oh no! Oh, it looks so weird. It's like somebody's had a tooth worked on or something, and it was swollen.
It's bad. I wonder why he didn't make the shoulder armor closer to hide the pin there.
Because he is pathetic. That's why, Zach. We know why. And it's a waste of time. This whole build. Yeah.
It's like he wanted to just like pin the shoulder shield onto there, and like he just was like test fitting it, and it was like the pin was a little bit too long, and he forgot to take it out and cut the pin down again.
That's it.
Looks like that. Or I mean, maybe he just wanted a bit more clearance with the elbow.
Oh, for the elbow, yeah.
That could
be.
The
only thing I hate about once you've painted a kit is you don't have the original. So basically, I want a before in real life. I want this original kit with all the putty and everything, and then the finished one. And it sucks because how cool would these be next to each other? Yeah, it sucks that you can't have that. Of course, right? That's not reality. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Here's another one. It's not from the same guy. No, it's a different guy from Mick. From the same series. So what's the name of the series? Oh no, maybe it's not. Is it? Yeah, maybe. No. What series is this from? I was gonna say the same series as the Blockhead, which is from Dougram, but I don't think this is from Dougram. I think this is something else.
I don't know.
Similar kind of thing though. Let's see, where's the work in progress? So, yeah, really unfamiliar with the original kit on this one, but. Can just see a little bit of the before, but the after is pretty goofy. This is also, I think, just only the head is painted. Looks like the body is not yet painted on this.
Yeah, good call.
Let's see. Someone in the chat know what this is from. MG Slayer in the chat asked, "How do you cut a pin on a model?" I'm guessing he's talking about how I was talking about the shield. I don't know.
You cut it with pliers?
Yeah. With like wire cutters would be better. Don't use like your godhand nippers to cut a brass pin. That'll be the last thing you cut with those. Oh, there's another photo here too. The posing on this is so funny.
Wow.
So those of you guys who know a lot more about this kind of stuff, let us know what this is from. Because I'm sure I've seen it before, but I don't remember.
That's a cool. The pose in the background, like guy at the top, that's really cool.
Yeah.
With that anime coming
in. I like how it's not cameras for eyes; it's just an actual like windshield eyes with the guy hanging out. That's fun. But anyway, if that was a question asking about the pin on this, how to cut, that's pretty obviously, as far as I can tell, just a brass rod in there. So yeah, you would just cut that with wire cutters or something. Anyway, here we go. Here's another one from the same guy who we saw before. Kikagaku Samurai. Oh no, did we see one from him before? Kikagaku Samurai?
I don't remember.
Was it the same guy we saw before? This one, yeah.
Oh man, good memes. That's fun.
His other Sharzaku. Jeez, get a life, dude. Paint something other than a Sharzaku. What is this kit though? Is this the old kit? I mean, it looks like an old kit, but why is the chest like that? I don't know if I've seen one that looks quite like this. And it must be, but.
And the head looks like dropped down and a bit bigger than it should be.
It looks different, doesn't it?
Yeah, and the torso looks like shrunk down in on the shoulders.
Yeah,
like it's a pyramid. Yeah.
Oh, hi. It's so weird. What kit is that? Okay, yeah. He bulked out the thighs too. I can appreciate that. This one's also got the lopsided feet, which I don't appreciate. Apparently, like maybe just all these old 80 kits, all these old 80s Xeon kits had that, and we've just never noticed before, and now it's gonna see it every time. Even the lower leg looks different from the usual, and it looks like it's definitely an old 80s kit, but the style of it looks totally different. What is that?
Weird. And is that yellow plastic?
Old.
I love it.
See, because like here's how like they typically look, right? The chest is not shaped like that.
What?
That's a super duper old one. Let's see if there's like if there's one of these that looks more similar to that, but no. I mean, look at the head on this thing. Oh my god.
Why is it so bad?
Awful. Is there a kit that looks more like whatever he's doing there?
What?
See, the chest on these ones looks a little bit closer. Got kind of the similar angle to it.
It still needs to be smaller up to as it goes up to the top of where the neckline is. It doesn't have that squishy. Look at that squish. Unless he just modded it. There's just a lot of modification that we don't know.
Because I mean, you can see like where he's glued the seam line on here, so it doesn't look like it's already undergone too much modification at this point.
Yeah.
What kit is that?
What? Oh. What were the harm abilities? A couple rows up, and they were red. There? No, never mind.
And that color too.
Yeah.
It looks like it's just the base plastic color, but that's not any of these. So like if I just saw just the finished product like this, I would think there are one or two things. My first thought would be that it's one of those 80s kits, but he just modified it a lot. But based on the work in progress photo, it doesn't look like it's actually modified that much. So my second thought would be that it's a resin kit that's just like made to look like kind of in that old style. But it doesn't look like a resin kit either. So I don't know.
Weird.
Especially the shoulder shield gives it away that it just looks like it's an old, cheap model kit. Like the rest of the body looks like it might be resin, but the seam lines, obviously, the resin kit wouldn't have seam lines like that.
Of course, yeah.
Oh, Mulumbo, man, Mulumbo's always coming through with the answers whenever we have a question we can't figure out. Thank you. Zabungle is that last thing that we were looking at, the weird green.
Oh, Zabungle, yeah, okay.
Thank you. But this one, man, okay, if any of you guys can figure out which kit this is, let us know, because I am really stumped on this. I don't think it's like, it's not like, sure, it's not the old MG. It doesn't look like that at all. It's not that.
No.
Even the old HG doesn't look like that. This is totally different. No, not at all. No, I don't know. Damn. Well, I give up on that. Looks great when it's finished, though. I mean, it's got a weird pose, but
yeah. It's so weird.
The painting, the style looks really cool. Let's move on to this car.
Oh, it looks maybe like a mini 4-wheel drive or something.
It's probably just because I'm not familiar with this kind of stuff at all, but just seeing this like before and after, maybe for like people who are into this kind of model, it's a stimulus feeling. Like for us, when we see like the before and after for a cool gunplay kit, we can see like it's cool to see. Oh wow, he did all this. But for me, it's like this. I imagine every single car model before looks like this.
Yep.
Like I'm sure, at least in this case, you can see where the putty, where he must have like maybe changed the shape of this a little bit and got rid of like the headlamps on the front, maybe, or something. But yeah. This looks like probably it was one of those more like stylistic ones, like a car like from some anime or something. Because on the front there, it looks like maybe like some molded detail that he filled with putty. Like some like Chinese character, like a kanji or something on the front of there. Like the little V symbol, but he wanted it to look like just like a real style racing car, not like something like sci-fi from an anime kind of thing. Maybe that's what we're looking at here.
Wow, I wonder if he'd race this. I mean, I guess it's got those little bushings and stuff on it, so it wouldn't actually ever hit the side. But man, these cars like end up flipping out of the track and stuff. Whoa, that scared me.
Yeah, after putting all that work to it,
yeah. We don't race our Gundams or play with our Gundams once we've painted them.
Let's see. I'm just checking the comments to see if anyone knew about that. It's a kit bash with just 80s kits. I'm guessing. Yeah, I don't think so. Anyway, all right. So here's another one of those.
Oh man, I reckon we do some skipping.
Yeah. That color looks kind of interesting, though. That purple color.
That is a nice color.
Oof,
yeah.
There you go. Oh my.
Here we go. This is it. Sorry for the clap, everybody.
Another one from.
This is what I'm talking about. I haven't even seen what the final photo is.
Hang on. This is like what we talked about before. What was it? The Gyan that was just cut up all over the place.
Yeah. Everything had a millimeter added.
Man, it looks so much better. It's so cool. It's got the huge
Whoa.
nose on this one, though.
Yeah, yeah, nice. The really wide one. Yeah. Look at those thighs. Look at that thigh with the white stripe on it.
I know.
Wow. And the feet are
Massive.
so little.
Yeah, I was noticing that too. On the one we looked at before too, I was thinking he made the feet wider, but they were still quite short. And this one as well too. They look quite flat.
Interesting.
Okay, this has got to be like the same base kit. No, it's different. This must be the 100, maybe.
Look at that! Look at that schnoz widening plat plate.
Oof. It's got it widened in the middle and on the sides. It's like
And the
what
sides.
we were saying before. Like, what's the use of keeping that little bit of plastic instead of just remaking the whole thing out of plat plate?
Yeah. Man, this looks amazing.
It looks like you can see the top of the torso. He cut out the section for the head, like the head would have been resting up higher, like on top of the torso, but he wanted to like be more sunken down.
Man, people get commissions done, and I swear I would commission somebody to do this and send it to me as this and done.
Yeah,
I would love this. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it would be really cool. Yeah, it's like cutting it up like this side, apart from like the side of the arm, cutting it down the middle and then cutting it down the side like that, and just keeping like a little bit of, it's like equal parts original plastic and plat plate.
Yep. Yep. I mean, I can see my appeal of this because I really enjoy when there's plat plate and plastic like this, and you get to sand it down so that it goes really smooth. I enjoy that process. So this is the way to ensure you have that process like 4 times. So maybe that's part of it.
Man, I love the extension to the bicep parts to make the bicep like longer and changing the angle. They cut that down to be able to get this shape on there.
It looks so good. Gosh.
And you can see it better on the back here. The shoulder armor, the original shoulder armor just like cuts off there. But on the front, it comes down so much more.
Whoa, yeah.
Look at the difference there in the front and back of the shoulder armor.
Oh, yeah. A ton.
Scratch built looks like from plat plate, the back of the knee joint as well too. Look at that.
Yeah, the classic Gelgood little little texture thing. Man. And he extended the back skirt a ton. Oh. And the slicing of the torso and extending it up, that's great. You can see it a bit more on the front.
Let's see. Oh, yeah.
That's amazing.
Again, it seems like it's just to change the angle. Like you wanted the torso to be a little bit pointed back, you know?
Okay, yeah.
So
but also
like
higher as well, right? Oh, there, yeah. I see what you mean. I'm talking about the big white band across there. He's like extended the torso up.
In the middle, you mean? Yeah, I'm talking about the bottom.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the middle looks
nice.
like it's just to make it larger, right? But yeah, the bottom part is to change the angle. So instead of changing like,
tilt it back.
instead of relying on a joint, he just changed, just like reshaped the piece. And the same thing with the bicep as well too.
Yeah, puffed up more. Yeah, and the bicep. I see what you mean with the angle. Even the plat plate, it's like wider on the outside. Wow.
It wasn't necessarily. It's changing the shape of the piece instead of relying on a joint for the pose. You know.
Yeah, you're right.
Because it's just going to be a fixed pose thing anyway. So I'm sure probably like none of the joints are functional at all anymore on this thing.
Wow, this is stunning. Why is this so fun to look at? Oh my gosh.
No modifications to the antenna on the head.
Man,
lazy.
It was perfect. Like, what? How do people know what they're doing? Like, how does he know the bicep needs to be this way, the torso, and he just knows the commander fin is just perfect? How?
I would have extended the antenna though, if it was me.
People.
The massive
people
hands
have
on the thing.
bad taste. It's so big.
Gigantic hands.
He got the master grade RX-78 3.0 and was disappointed in the hand size. No, the 2.0. The 2.0 is the one with the gorilla hands. Yeah.
gigantic hands. Yeah, the 3.0 is pretty large as well too. But yeah, the 2.0 are like super.
Oh,
huge.
they are too.
Yeah, the weathering is super nice on this one as well too. I really like that. And what's that? It's like kill markings on the shield. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nice little detail. Man, the Gelgoog shield is so good.
Yeah, it's weird. It's so simple and basic, but I don't know. It's got personality. Yeah, I don't know if I like it or dislike it. So maybe it's just kind of in between.
It's so cool. It's like really versatile for kit bashing. Like I used that on my Jagan build. I used it with a Jagan, but like I've seen other people using like that with a Gundam thing. There's like a Gundam design from the game Gurren's Greed, I think it is, where there's an RX-782 with the Gelgoog shield.
Whoa.
Something like that. But
that would work. Yeah.
I've seen it used with other stuff, and yeah, just it's quite versatile shield. There you go.
Oh.
Here's some weird little figure guys. Made using what? What are those figures that he chopped up to make this? I'm not sure. But there you go. Did he say? Oh yeah, they are. These are from the Mechatro kits. The figures from the like Mechatro kits that he chopped up. Yeah.
Look at I just noticed the baby on the back.
Oh yeah. That's what I thought at first, because the colors are red and yellow. I know it's the colors of like one of the Mechatro kits. So yeah, I thought that. But there you go.
Okay, gotcha.
Here it is. Let's see. Anyway, here's what they look like painted, but is there an unpainted photo here? Maybe not. But anyway, yeah, that's what the figures look like painted.
Yeah.
Goofy. There's a tiny little battleship. That's pretty insane. Look how small that is.
Man, what is that? So that's like 12 centimeters or so. 12, yep, that's teeny tiny. Yeah. Man. These photos, and then they just always drop the yen little coin in there. And you're like, what even is this size? Yeah.
Here's another underside of a car. We'll skip that. Here's a weird kit bash here from Yui Nediman. Yeah, this looks like something. Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, it's sort of Digimon looking, but this is what's the name of that kit?
Yeah, I can never remember it.
Legolas.
Good one.
But there's a lot of stuff. A lot of weird stuff. It's not all Legolas, but some cut up parts from some other things as well. Not really still into the design, but it's an interesting concept. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it feels like the arms, the top arms are too big compared to the other arms, so they just dominate too much of the eye focus.
They don't really seem like that they would really be very useful, functional. They seem like kind of stuck in that upward position if they can't actually.
Like they're trying to get down, but they can't reach you.
Yeah,
because they're just so high. Yeah,
you have to move his main arms backwards so that the top arms could go forwards.
Yeah.
There you go. This is cool. Some frame arm stuff here.
Oh man.
This looks like it's just like all. Huh? No, it's not frame arms. It's 30-minute missions.
Okay. Yeah, I can't help you on this one.
But it seems like a mix of 30 minutes missions and what's the head parts is what I can't figure out. But some of this stuff is 30 minutes mission. Some of this stuff is other Bandai option parts. But man, it's like kind of all made out of option parts.
Oh, really?
Some of the parts there are from like the no name rifle.
Oh yeah.
This set here. These parts. There's some of those in there. This long sword, the swords that he's holding are from that, and these parts on the legs. But yeah, some of the parts I don't recognize at all. Like these parts here on the front of the shoulders and the head. I don't know. Wild.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. In the ankle, it's like the what was it from
just those like option parts? You know?
The option parts, all the joints and things that go together. Yeah, the big long joints. Yeah.
Yeah. So it seems like almost entirely made out of just different option parts.
Oh, yeah.
Except for I don't know. Yeah, because these parts are also from different option parts. There's a couple. These white parts in here are from that Gundam. From Build Fighters. The reversible Gundam.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know reversible. Yeah.
Yeah, this one.
Oh, dude, good remembering.
The claw parts, anyway. I'm pretty sure. Let's see if I can see the back of that. Yeah, see, it's got this claw bits.
Oh yeah.
Are here.
And the biceps on this finished custom are just the extra joint parts as well. Like the whole top of the bicep, the two joints. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For let's see, where's that? Like here, those parts there.
Oh yeah, cool.
Here and there. And like the shoulder joint looks like it's like from an actual kit, like an actual kid's shoulder joint, but otherwise it's like the whole option parts in there.
Yeah.
I'll see the finished photo again because it does look like it just looks like a bit of a mess like this, but it's cool to see how much better it looks when it's fully painted up, right?
I like that they kept a lot of the gray for some of the armor parts.
Not too into the secondary red color. I think just the one red would have been fine, or just like a couple of bits of white, like some like white, like masked stripe decals. Not decals, but just like striped sections, like masked off would have been cool.
Yeah. The maroon
and the darker red.
A
couple of bits of darker red, I think, would be fine. But I think just especially the one on the back of the hand makes it look like the hand is not painted.
Yeah.
Like it's just like stuck on there, but. Still pretty wild.
Yeah.
And it's all just built out of option parts, basically. It's pretty cool.
I know that. Can you see it on the torso? I feel like I know the torso parts, like the gray that's on the inside.
It's the same kind of parts, kind of like what's used in a leg.
Same parts. Yeah.
Kind of like extension arm, like a mechanical arm for something.
You're right. I swear I've worked on that. Yeah, so I just must have those parts. That's so funny that a part can be so familiar like that. Wow.
It's pretty wild. It's just a before, no after. Excuse me. Remove this hashtag, please.
10 years in prison, thank you.
Trains.
I mean lanes.
Planes and automobiles. There you go.
Dude, good work. That was really good. Nice one.
Yahtzee. Here is some Warhammer stuff. I mean, the painting on that stuff just it's pretty amazing to me. Your anime girl train. Naturally.
Have you seen the builder he's doing, like basically like some big Isuzu like truck thing, and it's just all scratch built?
I don't think so.
It's
no.
crazy. Yeah,
Maybe
I'll
not.
have to send it to you. Yeah,
Here's a full armor bear guy. I gotta say, it's of like the different bear guy models. I don't know if I've really seen a ton of like bear guy models like with armor stuff like attached on to them like this very often.
Yeah, you're right. They're more just themed as like a character or a different color scheme or something.
It's kind of surprising now that I think about it. I haven't seen more along this lines, you know.
Because this is the older one that is a bit more mechanical in the face.
Yeah. The original bear guy. Before we got the newer Build Fighters one. And what are those parts on there too? It's strange. This again looks so familiar, but I can't place it. Yeah. Especially the bits on the side of the arm. I think those are parts from the flat, from the mobile flat. I'm pretty sure. Which I got it. Right here.
Yes, ding 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 ding.
Yeah. It's the feet parts of the flat.
Of the what? What even? Oh, that dude. Yes. Good work.
This dude.
Look at him.
So yeah, I think like some of the other parts, yeah. The parts around the legs as well too are like the leg armor parts of this guy.
Oh, okay.
So he used a bunch of the armor parts from the flat on here. Aha! I gotcha. The top of the head too is on top of his head is the top of this head.
Once they start using multiple parts from one kit, it gets a bit lazy. I tell you what. Yeah.
Well, some of the other ones though, I still can't place the lighter blue ones. I'm still not quite sure. Think about it. And they're kind of hard to see, but I wonder. SD parts. Anyway, that's pretty wild. Let's try to find one more like really good one here to wrap up.
Okay. What?
This crazy Sazabi.
Huge. Yeah, I reckon. Oh, look at those front skirts. Whoa.
Yeah, he's got that plot plate we were talking about before with the printed measurements on the plot plate. And the wires going up to things on the shoulders. What was that? And I think that chest part that's a 30 minutes missions part, the blue part on the chest, I think. And what's that going on his back? It's also like a tail stabilizer of the Zeta Plus.
Zeta Plus? Because those wings look like EXSE.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's probably old XS kit. See, this one you can picture quality is not very good, but it's a little bit closer up anyway.
What Sazabi is that? The old 1100?
It's the HGUC.
Oh, it's the HG? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Can tell by the joints and the hands are molded in that kind of gunmetal color.
Yeah. And the weird kind of like hand shape. I can't do it.
Like the hand shape as well too. Yeah. Gives it away too. Oh wow, it's pretty wild. The chains
immediately ruin it for me whenever I see chains.
Yeah,
that's just my taste. Yeah, but
it's really difficult to pull off chains. Yeah, it looks so much better like in a setting like this, right?
Yeah, that looks great. The color looks way more green there. I'm sure it's the white balance on either photo, but that looks really cool.
Earlier, I was gonna say it's sort of like Mad Max looking sort of style, and it definitely looks more like that here. With the whole setting around there for it. definitely this is not the proper environment for displaying that.
Yeah, of course.
It's interesting.
Mm.
Yeah, chains pretty hard to pull off.
Mm.
Every once in a while, I think they just don't look good, especially on Gundam, just because of the size, the scale. If it's something more on like a Dougram kit or something like that, where the scale is smaller.
Totally just the scale, yeah.
This is pretty fun. I'd seen this person posted a few of these little like mini dioramas.
What?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Like up close, it's not like as impressive, but when you like consider that's probably like this big and set in here, it totally blends in.
Mm.
That's so crazy. And just this little strip of like 2mm thick plot plate. There you go.
Man, give me a second. I just got to get my power cable. Prepared. Give me a sec.
No. We're just about to wrap up anyway. It's about time to be done. But fair enough. Here's a cool Desert Zaku. Oh, using the origin kit. Oh no. Oh no. He's using the origin kit. Maybe he made this before the actual origin kit came out. We'll see. Josh.
Oh no, I heard you saying oh no.
Oh no. Oh, because here he's made a Desert Zaku. And I was wondering if he made this. He used the origin kit as the base, but there's an actual origin Desert Zaku kit. I wonder if he made this before like the actual kit was announced.
What an idiot. How can you be so dumb? Oh.
Yeah. Could have waited for like the official kit.
No. And if anybody thinks I'm not joking, I'm totally joking. Yeah. Wow.
Or maybe he just wanted to make his own. I don't know. Using some parts. Use some parts from like the old 144 scale, like 80s kit.
Look at that. Oh.
Still cool to make your own, but man,
man, as we've said before, like we joke about them doing that, and then the real kit comes out, but they might be like, oh well, I still love mine. That's why I made it.
Yeah. And looks like he made two of them, or this one down below actually might be the Robot Damashi. Because you see it looks different.
I haven't seen that guy before. His double antennas are sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately this HD version didn't come with that option. Only the Robot Damashi.
Man, I haven't seen that kit before. I didn't know the spike shield on the side actually has like that flattened kind of edge to it. It's not perfectly round. That looks rad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's this. Oh no, the head's different. It doesn't have the black part under the eye. See? It's got that. So did he make two of them or what? Maybe it's an older one that he already made using.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe he made that one maybe before using like it looks like because the body is not the origin body, so maybe he just used like the regular HD Zaku for the base of that one. Yeah. And for this one,
it's just too blurry. We can't see like joints and stuff.
I know, right? It's kind of hard to tell, but I would assume probably that's using. Oh, I don't know. Could be just the regular Zaku, but. Man, it's really cool.
That would be so satisfying. Priming that up and then just laying down that tan color and seeing it all come together.
From this, especially.
Well, from that looks
all different colors.
Total mess. Yeah. Wow.
That would be satisfying.
The shoulder, the spiky shoulder in the work in progress photo. What is that? Can you tell if that's like? Is that like resin or something, or is that plot plate? It's because it's like a gray color. I'm trying to work it out.
I think it's just from the original kit.
Oh, okay.
From the
Okay.
HG. This one.
Oh man.
Probably from
Oh yeah.
that.
Oh yeah.
He just
Probably.
modified it.
Mm-hmm.
I think so, because it looks like
Yeah, maybe.
he added the spikes, so maybe he just got rid of. He just used like the base of that.
Man, I'm
Probably.
blown away. I've never seen this shoulder spike shield before. I just never seen it until now. It's cool because I like sharpening up all the Xeon kind of forms, and I never seen this before. Yeah, it looks rad.
It's nice. It's a cool one. All right.
Okay.
Let's wrap up pretty soon.
Yeah,
let's just take a look at
one more.
This one here from Demebulen. Oh shit. Not like that. Thank you. Fixing up the quill. And oh no, this one too. He's using the Master Grade 2.0, but there's kind of like a 2.0 version of the Quell you can get now with
there is. Yes.
The Hazel kit. But the legs will be different. These are like the Mark II legs. So I mean it's kind of different, but still pretty cool looking. But man.
Yeah.
And like the combined shield, it's got like the Mark II's shield behind the Quell's curve shield. That's pretty interesting.
And the Mark II shield is like super extended as well.
Yeah.
It's coming right down the bottom.
It just separated the two halves of that.
I do like the Mark II shield. That's one of my favorite shields. So nice.
That one's good too, yeah. The like lifted shoulders is pretty cool. Just added a section in the middle to make it.
Yeah.
They're like a bit more like Jagan style almost, because the regular Quell's shoulders are just like the same as the Mark II.
Oh, that looks nice. Yeah.
It's a bit
decal-y?
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah. The white decals. They're kind of everywhere, super even everywhere. It's a bit too balanced. Yeah. Oh wow. Oh darn it.
And just the angle is all over the place too.
Yeah. Like, that one on the
like perpendicular, and then this one's at a like 45-degree angle, and this one's like a 80-degree angle. So the angles are all off. It's really throwing me off there, especially on the legs.
Man, if there was like maybe 50% of these decals or 40%, it'd be really nice.
Yeah. But still, like,
still cool.
Interesting modification to that. So just change the shape of the front of the chest to a little bit there, it looks like, as well.
I haven't done that on a kit before. I ever since Shunigi did that on his new gun, I've wanted to do it. Just sharpening it up, making it all pokey.
I did that on the Tristan. I changed the chest, center of the chest part like that. And then his other build here, which is a pretty cool kit bash of grays.
Wow.
Super grays.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. So you just added everything on there. It's like
added everything.
The whole back part is like all the Floros. You can see there's like the Floros legs, parts from the Floros, and these cannons are from the Floros. So there's probably more back there that we can't really see too well. These fin parts out the bottom of the legs, though, I'm not sure what those are from. I can't recall. It looks so familiar though. What are those fins sticking out the bottom?
Yeah, I don't know.
From the Exia Dark Matter.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe so. Pretty sure those are parts from that. Anyway, and the Julia, those kind of shield parts and parts from the Julia's resumes. There's like, parts from quite a few different kits in there. Looks a bit of a mess, but it's kind of cool.
Yeah, man. If he does that backpack, there we go. Yeah, I forgot there was a finished photo. Yeah, it's still way too much for my taste, but yeah, would have been fun.
And the gold is kind of distracting. I think was it last week we were talking about the kit that had it was that version of like the Double Zeta to A to Z Gundam with like that was all in like purple and like the backpack was like dark blue. See, this one is done like opposite, where we put the highlights on the backpack of the gold, and I don't really like it as much with the gold highlights being there on the back.
Yeah, and that's because there's also the maroon on the backpack. That like that back arm that's going back. There's also maroon there, which it doesn't separate it.
It draws a lot of attention to this part on the back, which is now super recognizable as a leg on the back of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And if it was like just all red, maybe would have blended in a little bit more. But now I'm just like seeing that. Oh, there's that leg on his back.
There's the leg. Yep.
So the importance of color choices there. But yeah, still, I mean, still interesting concept. Putting all that stuff together. There you have it.
Man.
All right. We still made it through, I'm sure, probably a small percent of this hashtag.
So. Yeah, 1.3%. Yeah.
I think we'd better... Sorry, Josh. I think we need to do a bonus round here because I just the one right under that was here from Wild River, who I don't know why I've not been following, but anyway, Wild River is this diorama modeler who I'm sure I've talked about before. I don't think we've talked about any of his stuff here, but he does. I mean, his diorama work is insane.
What
this is just like a part of a model for some Star Wars build, I guess maybe.
Look at that scaffolding and
I wonder what that's made of. It looks like it's parts of something that he just put a bunch of them together, but
like something that he got from his work in some packaging or something. And there
was all right.
Wow. It just seems so realistic and believable.
He does modeling full time.
Oh.
Like, I mean, like it's just his profession. He's crazy. Go next. Look at that detail on that.
I'm lagging a little bit. Gonna let it load up.
Okay, yeah. It's not loading. It's taking a while to load. There's a bunch there. You see that?
Not yet. I think I'm lagging behind you just a tiny bit.
Okay.
Just the res is a little low. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, yes.
From,
oh, my God.
From Rogue One.
Whoa.
Look at the just plot plate there. It's insane.
What?
He just chopped a bunch of plot plate and just threw it all in there.
Sprayed some spray adhesive.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Just a bunch of pieces. Just spray the spray adhesive and just like shake it up like a sand sifter until everything's stuck down.
Glitter as a kid, and you just do that, and you just tip the rest out. Yeah. I remember seeing this. Yeah. And it's so little. That's like this big. Wow.
And like honestly, like that center part, I mean that's impressive, but that's even like a relatively simple diorama. Here's the one. This is the one I looked at in this was for a Gundam Hobby Life. So I reviewed this in I did a video review of this magazine, and this model was in that. Where he did like a collaboration. He made the diorama, and then another modeler made the Zaku for this.
Oh, okay.
And you can see at the bottom, Mukasa. So this one too is just insane. So his diorama work is amazing. You guys should check it out if you are unfamiliar with Wild River. And yeah, he has this book too of all Star Wars stuff that somehow he got the rights to be able to put the Star Wars logo on a book, which is pretty insane in itself.
Yeah. As soon as you said that, I'm like, wait, he talks to Star Wars or something? I'm like, what?
That should tell you that's how good he is, that he actually got Disney's sign of approval to be able to put Star Wars on a book. There you go.
That's crazy.
So I'm sure he's maybe been involved with maybe making some of like the diorama mock-ups for some of the movies, possibly, and maybe that's why. I would wonder about that.
Maybe.
Possibly, but all right, man. So
another good one. Yep.
Crazy. We'll have to find something else to do. I don't know. I'm sure we could look through more and more of these, but I don't know about doing a part, maybe doing a different theme for next time.
Yeah. I'm sure something will pop up between.
We can definitely do. I mean, we could definitely do 3, 4, 5 parts of just this one hashtag. But man.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. We can always come back to it if we get stuck. Yeah.
Yeah. That's true too. I'm sure. And it seems like people are still posting. I mean, we looked at that last week, and some of these posts some of these latest ones are just from today, like 5-10 minutes ago, something like that. So
it feels like it's got a lot of longevity to it. Because it's not super specific, like show this particular MS or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like it's still going. Like there's one, I'm just looking right now. The latest one is 15 minutes ago. So
wow.
There you go. Check it out, guys. If you're not on Twitter, get on there. Follow that stuff.
Do it. Yeah.
All
cool,
right.
Man.
That's it for
Thanks,
today,
everybody.
guys.
Yeah.
See you next time.
See you next week. Bye.